Hello, we are the Society of Women Engineers. My name is Melissa. We have Cammy, we have Kenya. Today we'll be showing you elephant toothpaste, which is basically a chemical reaction between yeast and hydrogen peroxide. And what we're going to get is kind of like a foam that's going to shoot out of the container. It's pretty cool, and you're going to see different colors, and it's very interesting to see. So in this case, we have the materials, which is hydrogen peroxide. We have dish soap. We have active dry yeast, we have water, and we also have food coloring to make it a little pretty. So for the procedure to get started, step one would be measuring out half a cup of hydrogen peroxide. And what you're going to do is just pour it straight into the container. Cool. And then we move on to step two. So in step two, we're going to grab a big gulp of the dish soap and pour it straight into the container as well. And then you're going to slightly mix it together, where you're just going to see the dish soap and the water interact with each other. And then we move on to step three. So we're going to make it look a little pretty, and we're going to add food coloring. So you can choose any type of food coloring you want. If you want red, blue, orange, whatever, even if it's your favorite color. You're just going to pour a couple drops in there, or you can squirt it, it's up to you. And then you're going to mix it a little bit, not too much. And then we move on to our next step. So with this step, you're going to create kind of stripes, and this is completely optional. But what you're going to do is kind of grab a different color and put it on the rim of the container, just to create little stripes when the foam shoots up. Cool. And then our next step is we're going to prepare the yeast and the water. So in this case, we're going to grab 1 tablespoon of yeast, or 3 teaspoons, depending on what you have, just in a different container, not in your regular one, in a separate bowl. So then once we finish putting the yeast together, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of warm water, or 6 teaspoons, also depending on what you have. In this case, we have teaspoons. And then you're just going to gently mix it together for about 30 seconds, just until you get a nice, clear consistency of your mixture. So in this case, you don't want it to be too lumpy. You just kind of want the yeast to kind of dissolve or absorb the water. Kind of like when you're making pancakes, you don't want to have any lumps. You just kind of want to have everything to be, clear and no lumps at all. That's our main goal, no lumps, because then you're going to disturb the reaction.
It's still lumpy, guys.
Okay, and once you're finished with that, we're going to move on to our next step, where we're going to just pour the mixture into the container, and we should see the foam kind of bubble up and shoot out of the container. It's kind of slow, but that's just the way that the experiment starts up. And then we should just see the foam kind of go out of the container. And then we should have our little elephant trunk, where the foam kind of shoots up a little bit, it's a little thick, and then it would fold over. So this is why we have the elephant toothpaste, where we see the little trunk showing, and see how it has the little stripes, just looks a little pretty. But thank you for watching us and seeing our reaction. We're the Society of Women Engineers, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.